Welcome back to Cricket for Americans. Nick here.
Gabe, the Night Watchman.
And Gabe and I are excited for another cricket reaction here for another episode of
Cricket Tuesday.
Right.
Now, today we are checking out memorable moments in cricket. And Nick, honestly, I think we've already been a part in our journey in cricket to some memorable moments in cricket. Okay? Listen, we got to see the gavel fall, right? That was probably one of the biggest moments in Indian cricket. Gavel fall in Australia, that was just, it was one of those surreal moments that you're like, wait, is this a TV show or is this really happening? Because you can't have scripted it any better.
Nope.
We got to see, sadly, I want to say, sadly for me, we got to see some crushing epic debacles when, Pollard put up 36 against CSK and then Giddy that was an unbelievable match.
Glorious.
Dude, we've gotten to see some unbelievable championship in the WBC, and you know what? Honestly, I think even me going down to we went to Florida to go see United, and that was a big moment, maybe not in all cricket, but to have USA beat a full test nation like Ireland, who I'm sorry, people like Ireland, they're barely a test nation. Then they beat England. I think they did. Just saying.
Every once in a while. Yeah.
Shots fired across the bow.
Absolutely.
But that was a memorable moment. And maybe for us because it is new to us, but I think even the very first cricket game after the world stopped and ended for, what was it? At least a year for most professional sports. And that very first match, man, we were watching badminton and bowling, okay? We were like, there was no sports on TV.
That was you.
There was no, yes.
That was you.
Listen, I had a friend that was texting me like, I think there's some girls field hockey, because they're just looking on it for anything to bet on. Anything. This is my boy Anthony, the one that was almost going to make the trip with me down there to Texas for there you go, the U.S. Or Major League Cricket. But just watch that first cricket match after COVID and all the shutdowns, and then eventually we got the NBA bubble and sports back. Because for a while it felt like there was going to be nothing. So to me that was really memorable just to have sports again. So I'm interested to see what moments they pick out here. What's at least just give me one memorable moment for you that stands out in your mind when it comes to our journey in cricket.
Probably the future Purple Cap winner, Khalil Ahmed.
Oh my God, Khalil Ahmed
getting some wickets.
Can somebody please DM Khalil Ahmed and say he's got the biggest fan. I would venture to say Nick is a bigger fan of Khalil Ahmed than he is Chris Wokes, and it's both. It's unhealthy. It's unhealthy man love of both these guys.
Competition.
Khalil Ahmed.
I don't understand why he keeps getting left off the Indians.
Oh my God! You don't understand?
They're doing the Asia Cup right now, and India and Sri Lanka's moved on, I think, to the final.
Yeah, India held court, smacked Pakistan.
Yeah,
oh my!
Yeah, but then they lose to Bangladesh.
How does that happen?
But they can use some Khalil.
Let me tell you something.
They can use some Khalil Ahmed.
Khalil Ahmed's mom wouldn't even put him on the squad. She could be on the selection committee.
She's not a believer. She's not a believer.
No, I can't.
The Indian squad can use some Khalil Ahmed.
You got some better excuses when you talk about Chris Wokes being left off the squad than Khalil Ahmed. Are you kidding me? He wouldn't make India's C team. Stop it.
He should make the A team. Listen, okay?
You're out of control.
He's the man. Future Purple Cap winner. So, we are going to check out this video. If you like it, don't forget to
like and subscribe. I will laugh if they've got like Khalil Ahmed's first wicket here. That's a memorable moment. I'll be done. There's just no way.
Well, actually, no, there's no way because he gets wickets all the time. So that can't be memorable.
Jesus.
He wakes up, rolls out of bed, and before he knows it, has a wicket already.
I'm telling you, it's a fan club of one.
And I am proud to be the sole member. Here we go.
I'm not only the president. Shane Warne, we know what that was.
Oh, little Dhoni.
Memorable moments in cricket.
A.B. de Villiers. Yes.
Oh my God! Why is it Ashwin? Always so controversial.
He'll walk off like a G.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I love Ashwin.
Absolutely.
Give us the cricket finger. Give us the cricket finger. Like, bro, it's legal. Ashwin's just a G.
Yeah, he sees before. Because you're not getting wickets. Here comes a wicket. Yes!
Jimmy Anderson.
Yes!
Oh, the GOAT.
Yes!
I can't believe he retired.
I love how he just turns around. What? What?
Just yelling. Oh. Oh. There's nothing like Ozzy, the Englishman versus
Who
the
was
Australians.
that was ignoring him for crying out loud? We got a glitch in the Matrix.
Oh, my. Oh, for Pete's sakes. Why are there so many milestones?
He had a
against my
place to
West
go.
Indies? Oh, AB.
He had somewhere to go for sure.
Look at that man.
Reacting to this video gave us our first copyright strike ever.
Oh, my. Nick, you know what this performance reminds me of? And I know people are going to be upset, but this is what I saw Nicholas Perrin do out there in Texas. Just a man possessed. They could not get him out. Everything he hit was just scorched off the bat.
Some kind of zone.
Oh, AB.
Style points.
I mean, I wonder how many boundaries AB had here. Let us know in the comments. I know Nicholas Perrin had 22 boundaries, bro. That was disgusting. The alien. That's a brand name too, bro. That's Holder. He said, get it out of here. Bye, big fella. Ew. You know, too, and maybe you guys can let me know in the comments, I feel the same way. AB is kind of not small, but smaller, like Nicholas Perrin. I wonder where they generate all their power from. You know what I mean, dude? Because they shouldn't be able to hit the ball. They shouldn't be able to hit the ball that far. Does that make sense?
Jadeja, 175 and 5 wickets.
Oh, Jadeja. Come on, man. This is the best all-rounder in the world.
And he gets there.
Swinging Excalibur.
I still think it's a toss-up between him and Khalil.
Oh, it's called for it. Let's go. Swing Excalibur. You shut your mouth. Him and Khalil. Khalil Ahmed doesn't.
Well, is it even better?
Listen, he has to hold Jadeja
Khalil
back.
Ahmed can bat a little bit.
Get it out of there. Oh, Jadeja.
175 not out was involved.
Taking wickets too. Scalp taker.
That's up in the air.
I like this compilation. It gives us all the goodness.
Bro, there's just nobody better. There's just nobody better.
Oh, passive aggressive.
All rounder, there's just not a better guy.
Big for turn, didn't turn as much, and he picks up his 5.
And he's got a good head of lettuce.
Ooh, Brian Lara.
501.
World record. That's right, 501.
Lost some audio, but we can still see the gloriousness. Too bad there's no one in the stands to watch it. Jeez.
Woo. The West Indies are at least known for something good.
There's more people. There's more people at the USA match we went to than there was at that match.
I was going to say maybe it was like one of those COVID things, but yeah, no. Oh.
501. Jeez Louise.
Boundary.
Look at that boundary.
Get it out of there.
That thing in the floor.
Whew.
There are like 12 people in the stands.
You know what? Stop disparaging my West
I'm
Indies.
just saying.
Let us enjoy our glory.
I don't know if this is in the West Indies.
Our glory days. I still watch this ball, and first of all, there's no way Warren knew it was going to do that.
I could have hit that.
You shut your mouth. No one can hit that. I mean, there's no way he could plan for that ball to go behind the bat.
I would have expected it.
And you're just like, what just happened?
That's a good angle right there.
Dhoni.
Stop. Stop.
And we've seen this time and time again. He just knows where everything is at. He knows where the court's at. He knows where those stumps are at. That's just like, no question. I know where I'm at.
Okay. Controversial take here.
Yeah.
It's the coolest looking thing ever.
Right.
And it's MS Dhoni.
Right.
But why?
Because you don't know. I know what you're going to say. Why not turn around and look
Why
for
not
stuff?
at least peek while you do it? You get the ball and then peek while you do it. It's not going to take any extra time.
Because even doing that, this is a reaction. It's kind of like sometimes when in baseball, you guide the tag. You let the ball travel so you can tag him as he's coming in. Because doing that, think about it. He doesn't know how far back the runner is, but he knows where he's at. He could see, look at where that keeper is at. When he's here, he knows those two white lines are there. This guy knows every inch of that pitch. So he knows I'm up in the air. If I throw the ball straight behind me, I'm going to hit those stuff.
As you throw it straight behind you, why not do this to make sure?
I mean, you could have, but I promise you, it's one of those.
I just think there's a
things.
little, and I know it's, unpopular take. Maybe it's a little bit of that comparative pride.
Like showboating?
Yes, just a little bit.
There might be a little showboating behind it, you're right. But I think, again, it's almost like the no-look pass in the NBA. Why did the no-look pass start it? Because if you start telegraphing where the pass is going to go, the defense is going to go that. I saw in NFL, as a matter of fact, a beautiful example in the Thursday night game of not doing what most college quarterbacks do. I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus, but just saying. I've seen one quarterback that this is what he does. Let me eye my receiver the whole time. No, what you do is, okay, I know that's where I want to go. I'm going to go here. I'm going to pump like I'm going to go that way. And then when the defense comes, I'm going to throw it over there. I've stopped looking at that play. But I saw that off the line, my receiver beat that DB, so I know he's ahead. Once I pump, I'm freezing that safety in the middle, and I'm just going to throw the ball out because I know my guys already beat him. Watch that Kirk Cousins play on Thursday Night Football. It's the same thing. These guys have been doing it so long that they know from the beginning of the play, I got it. Dhoni knew, as soon as that ball, I'm right in line with the stumps, I'm going to come and just knock it down. It's instinctual almost.
Now, I'm not saying I don't like it. I love that kind of stuff. I love that type of showboating, all that kind of stuff, that no-look thing. I'm just saying, in basketball, no-look pass, or even in football, you have someone else that can adjust if it's not a perfect pass. Those stumps are staying still.
That's a good take there. I have a very difficult time with it.
He is speechless.
For once.
Oh, here it comes.
A double hat trick. Oh my.
Wait. Two in the same match?
Wait. Oh. He gave it to him.
Wait, he got 6 in a row?
I don't know how, because
especially the Renegades, they have been trash recently.
Wow, disrespect.
Edge and accepted. Its round delivery is extremely good for
Look at a young Dhoni with that long hair.
The problem with this one is India still lost this match. You started the match off with a hat trick.
I love how Nick remembers all these moments. Oh. That does hurt to still lose the match after that.
Yes. The score was 0-3.
That's a beautiful ball. Wow.
What a great one.
And you never forget that scream.
I wish I had my own shout. Sachin's last game.
We've seen this a few times in compilations.
We have.
Change of the guard.
Get it out of here.
He's like, ugh.
Wow.
Will you just retire already?
I know, right?
Oh, gorgeous. Gorgeous. He's in form. Well, they've left the field open for that shot. A lot of good off spinners do that.
That would be emotional being a fan of that game.
I mean, you're right.
Oh.
An innings
Thank
from
you
the
for the
master.
memory, Sachin. You know what I was thinking about there? How different his was from Sir Don Bradman. You know what I mean? Like
how Bradman just went out on a duck.
Yeah, like the emotions. And he goes out, performs still. Oh, disrespect! What? He pulled out the cold too. Oh wow. Oh wow.
He went to surgery?
Disrespect.
He's going to surgery?
Disrespect.
Oh, Mr. Roth. He's putting his hands for the surgery.
Oh wow.
He's surgical.
See, I'm surgical with this here.
Oh, the ramp! He's ramped it over
The ramp, I like that.
What are we witnessing? Last year it was the water switch here. This year,
That's so cool. That is a pretty slick shot. I'm not going to lie. That is a very slick shot. Very nice. Dill scoop.
I
can't do any better than that.
I think
in a moment.
We've got to acknowledge that. And these were great, memorable moments in cricket. I was concerned that they were going to put in, unfortunately, the Phil Hughes, I think that's memorable too. Like, for us here, I think the closest thing we've had in recent memory anyway was last year on Thursday. Was it a Thursday night football game, Buffalo Bills, where the player got dropped on the field. He basically died on the field, went into cardiac arrest. Monday Night Football. But for instance, I think that's memorable, even though it's not in a positive way. But to me, memorable is something that affects you. You know what I mean? Something that it's.
Well, we gotta be positive though. I think Phil Hughes is memorable. I think what happened to him in his last moment, is not forgettable. That's too strong of a word, but it's not one that we want to celebrate.
Right.
We want to celebrate him, not the moment.
Okay, I get it. I was just expecting that though. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because I think for us, that's one of the things people talk the most about in our short, well, not really short now, going off, definitely 3 years, pushing 4 years now, following cricket. But that's definitely something that was impactful. And again, that's the closest thing I can think of is seeing what happened. And we see baseball players get hit all the time. NFL players get absolutely leveled. But we never saw a player basically die on the field. And that's what we saw. And luckily, they jumped the guy actually recovered, made a full recovery, and he's in the NFL this year. That's insane to me, man.
From the Bills, yeah.
But with that being said, man, I think these were some great moments they selected. Didn't notice there were a lot of test moments there. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, that's the history of the game,
I would
right?
have a hard time trying to pick one Chris Wilkes moment. There wasn't any.
Oh, my God.
I would struggle choosing just one. I'm like, I only get 1 to choose from. Oh, okay.
Chris Wilkes, really?
And he didn't get any. Being serious, though, the ABD situation, I couldn't hear what you were saying because it was kind of loud with the headphones on, but were you making the comparison to Nicholas Perron, just how they were in that? Now, people are going to laugh at that, but that was the most recent time that we have seen someone in that kind of zone. And yes, you're right. When you're in that zone, I mean, what is the phrase? You just hope to contain, right? Because you're not going to be able to stop.
And even the opposition, when they in the press conference talked about it, they're like, we couldn't get him out. Like, and sometimes you just tip your hat.
Especially how he goes down with that Yorker, and he gets bat on it, and he wins the match. With that.
And I'm sure that's how it was with the with AB de Villiers. You could not get this guy out. And you throw everything you can at him out there. And then, again, they're both slider guys. You know what I mean? AB's not a big boy. Neither is Nicholas Perron. You could see a guy like Pollard pumping it out there, those bigger dudes. But, like, I guess you're right. It's just technique.
Is a huge dude?
To your point,
he's in fantastic shape, but he's not. But you don't need that in cricket. Think about the dill scoop for crying out loud. It's simply he puts his bat down technique.
I see what you're saying,
and he ramps it over there.
I see what you're saying. A lot of technique.
Technique has a lot to do with it. Hits some big boy sixes for sure.
But and I mean, Perron hit like 2 out of the stadium where everybody was like,
glorious.
"Oh my gosh!" And again, they're smaller dudes. It was just amazing to sit there and see that. And I was actively rooting against Mumbai NY because
big mistake.
Actively rooting against them. I didn't want to see Nick get a championship. Yeah, I know it's petty, but let's be real. This is Mumbai America versus Chennai America. They could say Texas and New York. That's what it is, all right? It's IPL America version. And I didn't want to see that franchise win one before my franchise. But no.
Obviously,
Nicholas Perron made it happen.
Does not travel well. Mumbai travels very well.
Oh, dude.
Even with a garbage name.
Oh, they were deep out there, too. They were deep. And, again, it was just a crazy experience watching it in person. But how do you feel when you're the other side, though? When, the game is slipping away from you, and no matter what you do,
I would honestly rather lose that way. Because there's, like you said, it's otherworldly. It's, whatever. God was shining on him that day. As opposed to both teams play sloppy, or both teams play out of their minds, and it's down to like a fraction. He won that match with 4 overs left to go.
Yeah, he did. It
was done.
Yeah.
The Orcas ran into a situation where probably not even Mitchell Johnson could have done anything about it in his heyday, or Brett Lee. A little exaggerated there, but he just destroyed things. And you just tip the cap. It's got to be heart-crushing to be in any kind of championship match and lose. Because we always celebrate the winners. We don't even want to talk about the
losers. No.
But they were there with them.
No.
They had earned their spot as well.
Yes.
And as fans, we can't handle. I can't imagine being a player on the field. And you always see the opposing team, usually when they lose, they want to watch the celebration because they're either in shock, they're in awe, or they're using it as motivation for next year. I just listened to Aaron Rodgers in NFL long story short, team's so excited to have him, goes to a new team, gets injured, and he's using this already as motivation to say, who knows? Maybe I come back this year,
Right.
which would be unheard of for his age and the injury he got. But you've got to use that as motivation, but it'd still be so tough.
I mean, to your point, there were actually players from the Orcas that were crying. You know what I mean? Like, what's that dude's name? David Visa? Dude's a big boy. I didn't realize how I will never besmirch the name. If you guys go back and watch my blog, you hear me say he's a big boy. Because, we talk smack about players until we see him in person, and we're like, I apologize, Mr. Visa. He's a monster. He's humongous. And even at the end, like when it happened, and they're like, he's just like holding back tears, and you can see the players, because you're right, it's emotional
See
for
on the
them.
Orcas?
Yeah. David Visa. Wait, was he on the?
I thought he was on.
No,
Mumbai,
he was.
Mumbai.
You're right. He was. He almost blew the game actually,
Yeah.
because he ended up getting pumped.
Yes,
That's why he was crying. But I remember just seeing him down there and seeing him so big, and I'm thinking to myself, man, I've talked smack about this guy so many times. I hope he's not a
John Campbell.
yeah. Well, listen, John Campbell isn't David Visa size. I'll tell him to his face. Just say it.
Okay.
You did this to me. I'm not even supposed to say.
We are off the rails. Thank you so much for watching our reaction. We hope you enjoyed it. Comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time.
That's 6 runs.